All right, everybody. Scott Pierce here at Listings to Leads. Welcome. And my connection is awful today. I was on a webinar or a StreamYard a little earlier here. And so anyways, let me know if you can see me and if everything looks all right. Let me know where you're coming in from. Let me know if you can see me, if it looks like we're good to go. You're absolutely freezing. I don't know.
Oh,
Let's see how you
really?
do.
Yeah, you
All
were
right.
freezing for a while, then
Yeah.
you froze up.
Really?
No, you look fine now. Am I freezing?
No, now you're good.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
maybe whatever. All right. Anyways, welcome to the call for the lenders with Listings to Leads. We got some really awesome stuff to walk through today. Yi is going to walk through, although I will manage it. We're going to walk through a couple of ads that she is running. And excuse me. So you can see here. In fact, let's go to the ads page. And I want to talk through custom questions. We've actually just added for lenders a new default custom question on the lead ads. So when you're running lead ads as a lender with listings leads, and we got this for the agents as well, and I want to walk you through that also, because if you think about it, you run an ad, and then obviously there's going to be follow-up. And so we want to be able to tie that ad even better into the follow-up so that your follow-up is a lot more compelling. And so let me show you, dude, come on. 5 leads, $5.08. All right. $100 budget, $25 spent so far. And this is, all right, let's see if it comes back up. Give it a second. There's us live. All right, here's her ad. And in the car, quick little video, and the text of the ad. And I'll share this with any lender. Just to get a hold of either Yi or I. We'll give you the text of the ad if you need it. But the text is, I've been helping first-time home buyers get into the first home with down payment assistance. That's available. It does not matter how much income you make. There's no income limit for down payment assistance, and you can make up to 45, and you can get up to 45,000 depending on the county limit. All you need to do is click learn more below. And if you click learn more, check this out. So by default, these two questions are going to come up. What is your time frame to buy? And then people will select, all right? And then see if you qualify for zero down or down payment assistance. Now, there are alternate questions that you can replace. You could ask, are you working with a lender? Are you pre-qualified? Would you like my ultimate guide to buying a home? Whatever. So, and if there's other questions that we don't have, which I'm going to show you in a few minutes, let us know and we can add them within a day. So within 24 hours, we can add more questions. But then people click through and, oh, yes, let me know. People click through, name, email, and phone number, and then they will go to the down payment assistance landing page. So from there, they don't need to do anything. Even if they don't do anything on the landing page, we got all their information for great follow-up. And so Yi, tell us a little bit about some follow-up that you've been having with us, because I know you've been doing the follow-up.
First of all, I think this down payment assistance program landing page has been giving me the lowest cost per lead and most engagement when I call the leads.
I think so, yeah.
It just like I've run just listed, I've run open houses, and when I do down payment assistance, people are more likely to pick up the phone and talk to me. So that's one. And two, for those, I think and most of them are renters, right? So the ultimate, like that their sense of urgency is a lot higher and they want to quickly get out of their situation. So they're more willing to talk, right?
Mm,
And I found that just the conversations are much more engaging because they're willing to give you information as much as possible if you get them on the phone. For the cost per lead has been just really amazing. I think I was able to get on average under $6.
Yeah, it's right around $5.05 or
Yeah.
something.
So it's
Ridiculous.
very good lead source for me. That's 1, and 2, engagement is good, and 3, the conversations usually see, yesterday I did a soft pull from a conversation I had. She literally gave me the credit Social Security numbers over the phone. So we're moving along that way. I'm not saying every conversation is gonna be that, but you're likely of getting somebody moving along the process from just talking to you pretty cold to trying to get you pre-approved. It seems like going the right direction.
Yeah.
And I usually call them, so this is my follow-up process. I see I started calling between I pick a time during the day, which is 7 to 8, and I've moved up a little bit. So now it's 6:45 to 7:45 in that time frame, maybe up to 8, because some conversations just get longer. A little bit
Yeah, I
earlier.
know the other night you had a couple in fact, yeah, you had some really lengthy conversations the other night, if I
Yeah, and
remember.
my experience has been, if you are getting off these leads from the down payment assistance, I leave them voicemail, and I found half the time they actually call me back. Okay, which is interesting. If I do a just listed, I leave a message, nobody calls me back because people are like, "Oh, they're just trying to have sell me something." But down payment assistance, I'm just saying, "Hey, I saw you get inquiring about down payment assistance for home purchase. I'm just reaching out, see how I can help you. Give me a call back at your earliest convenience." I just leave like that, and half the time they call me back, which is surprising because I think these the eager people who really want to find out what do you have for them. And there are times I don't leave a voicemail. I have to call them. Most of the time they don't call back. But like last night, somebody called me by 10 p.m. after I called them earlier because they're anxious to find out who called me.
Yeah, yeah,
I
no,
just
that's
have to find
awesome.
out. I
Yeah.
sometimes leave messages, sometimes I don't. I just depending on my day.
Yeah, but I think the key is if I put the link for this ad, so if you're on the call with us, you should be able to click the link I just put into the chat. And I'll tell you, I've seen guys, I've seen women do ads with down payment assistance in the video. I've seen it where they're they're doing that kind of walking down the street video, right? You're walking down the street talking about down payment assistance. So take a look at this ad, steal the text, right? Listen to what she's saying in the video, right? Steal that, make it appropriate for your area. I don't know if you can get up to 45,000 down or down payment assistance. I don't know if there are income limits where you live. So take this, convert it to your local market as a lender, and let me show you. So if I log into listings to leads and I go to the ads page right here, and in fact, you're going to see here, in fact, this one's doing really well because in the past we did, look at that, $800, 737 cost per lead. A lot of great leads there. She's got people in cycle right now from those leads, right? $8. So right now, $5 is really good. So that's awesome. But let's do it from scratch so everyone can see.
Okay.
If you go to create Facebook ad and landing page, all right. And from here, select this is the second one, down payment assistance, and do lead ad. Okay, let's do a lead ad. Create ad, super easy to do. Now you can use an image. We've got little video clips, but I think no matter how we feel about ourselves on video, the more people see you and get to know you. And for an agent, it can be a little bit hard because for a listing, you do a video for a listing, it's the property, you're doing a walkthrough video, and you almost give the whole thing away where they don't need to click. But for a lender, for doing down payment assistance, and as you said, these are some of the best leads out there for getting people to engage with you. And the goal is, and yeah, I think you can agree, some of these people are ready and able to start doing something sooner, and some are going to need a little bit of credit repair or get their credit up. So you're going to get everything in between.
Yeah, we have a very robust email follow-up for buyers, and I don't know if you can share. I just looked at before I come on this webinar. Every email, the open rate on average is over 20%. So
Oh,
for these
wow.
people in this pipeline, at some point,
Yeah.
they're gonna reach out to you. On average, right, you have to do 8 to 10 touches before they really feel the need or desire to really work with you. So just get them in that email sequence. And
Yep.
what's interesting is
I'll
one of the
walk through that after this.
what?
I'll walk through how to set up the email after
Yeah,
I do
so one of the
ads.
emails
Yeah.
is top things buyers need to know before like first time buyers need to know. And that email
Mm.
alone, there are a lot of people open it. So, as a buyer, I think this is something of their interest. They definitely want to
Yeah,
the
because
materials they're like interested into learning.
Yeah, because all you have to do is actually just turn on the buyer
Buyer
follow-up,
follow-up. Right.
and all of the leads will automatically be attached. All the buyer leads, right? So down payment assistance, that's a buyer lead, will be attached to that. And we offer the different guides within that buyer follow-up automatically. So I'll show that to you in a second. But to do the ad like what you did, all right, so I'm just gonna do Roseville, California, and I can copy and paste from the ad that ye did here. All right. Just so you can see that. Now we got this image and that's just pulling from the landing page. So that's just going to be editable there, but I can upload a custom image, a video. I can change this template. So, we have all these different templates here. If I click the edit button, I can change the image to something else completely. I can move the image around, and it looks like the whole thing just reset. Yeah, the connection's a little bit slow today, so sorry about that. But for example, I could use a different image from our system, and then I might take that banner out. All right. So I would take that banner if I'm going to use this image, obviously. But what we did, obviously, in fact, I would use, if I'm going to use, sorry, let me close this because she used a video. And again, I like video and it's so simple. All you got to do is sit there. And the cool thing about a car, oh my God, we keep resetting. So if you're on this call and we keep resetting, let me know. Or maybe it's just on my screen. But if you click upload, now she's already got the video in her account, but you can upload your video file. And because she's already got it, it's going to be under my files and video. Because do you see that? Do you see it resetting on you all the time?
No.
Okay. Because she's already got the video in her account, and this is essentially an evergreen video, right? A down payment assistant. This video will be fine in March of 2026. It'll be fine December 2025. So unlike a listing, all right, or something that's a little bit more topical, a great down payment assistance video is gold because once we get a video that's working like this one has been for the last few months, I can just reuse it over and over again. So I'm just going to select the video. And now instead of having an image, which is fine, I see people are running ads with images all the time, and it's fine. They don't really get to identify and connect with you at all. And I think that's why your engagement's a little bit higher than normal, right? When we're running an ad for a listing, typically it's it's an image of the property itself, and that's great. But when you've got a video like this, it's just so much better. And you can see here, we recorded the video. Was that a TikTok video?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think that was a TikTok video that you did, but we did the video. She did the video that it would be used in an ad. So she recorded this video with the idea that it's not going to be just a standard TikTok video where you say DM or comment below. It was done with the idea that this video will be used in a Facebook ad. So it says click learn more below. So that's the full screen video. And then lifetime budget, 35 is a complete minimum. We upped it to $50. And all you have to do is click create ad. But let me show you where those questions come from. So if I click advanced options and create new form, and right here under form questions. So you don't need to do this. I'm just showing it to you. So on the first part of the lead form, name, email, I'm sorry, that'll be actually page 2, name, email, and phone number. And then if we scroll down, you can see what is your time frame to buy. So I could change that to, are you working with a lender? And then we've got, see if you qualify for zero down because down payment assistance. And now check this out. Are you working? So my ad now, are you working with a lender? And see if you qualify. Phenomenal. If I'm a lender, that's exactly what I want because I want to know. Because even if they're working with a lender, I know you're really big in helping people realize that, hey, it's one thing to be pre-qualified, but it's one thing not to be house poor and to be financially mature. Maybe is that a way to put it?
I would say fiscally responsible.
There you go. Fiscally responsible. Exactly. Because you and V, you got to get that video done that we were talking about the other day, where on X, there was a lender and they were talking people through. And the way this lender was talking was like, hey, let's max you out so that you're completely broken house poor. The way he was talking about how much you can get pre-qualified for and like just put you at the upper limit of your finances. And you was talking about, man, anybody that follows this guy's advice is going to be just hating it because they're going to buy a house. Any little
You
thing
can't
that comes,
really.
yeah. And so I would say, even if they say yes to working with a lender, follow up. And how do you phrase that? Making sure you're within your budget. Like, how do you phrase that?
Oh, I just say just because you prove that doesn't mean you can afford it.
Yeah,
You have to really look into your monthly budget and making sure this is what you really feel comfortable paying. Even though the lender approves it, that doesn't mean your budget will approve it.
exactly.
Most people live out of their means, and
Yeah.
yeah. I do wanna say something. I don't know how many you guys on the because we're talking about, listings leads are 2 ways to help lenders. One is you really help the real estate agents that you work with to help them grow their business, right? You run their ads for them or you give them an account. And a lot of times the real estate agents do not follow up. They get the leads, they don't do anything about it, right? So please just write in the chat box if this is happening to you. Okay. Or how we can, one of the things we talked about is using the expired booklet. They
Ah.
was it- like talk about, yeah, to help the real estate agent grow their business. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. Let's just finish this up real quickly, though. All right.
Okay.
So we customize, and again, you don't have to do
Yeah,
any of
no,
this. I just
actually,
want people to see where it's coming from because you may want to change it. And now all I have to do is click create ad. Now I'm not going to click it because it's not the right text and everything. We've already got the ad running, but you get how easy it is. Like literally just add the location and increase your budget, click create ad. But it's important. The reason why I show you those questions is it's important for you to understand what the lead set sees. And in fact, you in your lead notification email, you'll see those 2 questions will be in your lead notification. So you'll see, for example, if we ran that ad, the lead notification email would say, are you working with a lender? Yes or no. All right. And then it will say, would you like zero down or down payment assistance options? And then it'll say yes or no, right? Whatever the replies are. So you'll know what questions were asked in the ad because you may have multiple ads running. And then you'll see what were the replies from that agent or from the lead, because that's going to let you follow up a lot better. To Yee's point in her follow up, whether she gets them on the phone or she's leaving a voicemail or an email or a text message, if they say they're working with a lender, she could reply back, for example, it's great that you're pre-approved or you're pre-qualified, but are you sure that you are within your budget so that you do not get into financial trouble after you buy a home? And they're going to be thinking, oh crap, maybe I'm not, right? Maybe second pair of eyes on this might be a good thing because especially if they go through Rocket Mortgage, and I don't want, let's not, I don't need to name names, but if they go through an online portal or a loan rep at a bank or something like that, where they're just really sitting there working on commissions, or they're not really, they work for a bank. They're not solo entrepreneurs like a lot of us are, where we want them to be a referral source for us down the road. We want to make money now. Obviously, we want to make money now, but what we also want is a client for life. And so we are going to take care of them because in 3 years, 4 years, or 5 years from now, we want them referring business to us. We want them to have an amazing experience in home ownership as much as possible, right? It's not always possible within our capabilities, but so we got a different, I think we got a different take on how we work with clients. And so that's really important for us. And then that second question, do you want zero down or down payment assistance options? That is a lot of the reason I think why you're getting such great engagement. Down payment assistance. How can I get zero? How can I buy a home for zero down or for less than 20%? B or Iva says, I agree. Not all realtors follow up. Iva, less than 2% of realtors follow up.
Yeah.
Uh,
So here's a good question for B. I follow up, it's my nature to follow up. Okay, so let's say you get the lead sent to the realtors, they don't follow up. What do you recommend the loan agent do? Here's a question for you.
are you asking me or B?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I
Okay,
apologize.
so they're running ads for just listed. Okay, the leads funnels to the real estate agent, and real estate agents don't follow up. So, what do you suggest the lenders do?
Let's go back to the other ad that you've already got running right now for the property on, and I'll tell you, this agent right here. So 2766 San Luis Court, Sacramento, great agent with a phenomenal team. All right. They got all their systems dialed in and everything, and they're great. But the leads are all going to Yi. And and I think what you've been doing is absolutely perfect so far, which is, in fact, let me click show ad. B, no, I can't hear you. I apologize. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't think we have a facility to allow you to talk. I apologize. But yeah, I'd love to hear anything that you just type in. If you got something to say, I'd love to hear it. But let's go here. All right. So here's the ad for sale in Sacramento, zero down. All right. So we put this right in here, which I think is great. And this is all if it's appropriate, if it's good. Learn more. And here, what is your time frame to buy? And have you been pre-approved? I think what you've been doing is perfect, which is you do the first follow-up. The follow-ups go into your account, right? Now, the follow-up so this agent right here, I believe, uses Lofty. I think I could be wrong, but I think she uses Lofty. But we don't have the lead. Yi does not have the lead going to her, the agent at all. Yi's following up with these leads. And so, for example, you've had a couple of them where they say,
I have
like what
sent
we,
her yes, I have
uh,
sent her a buyer after I talked to the buyer lead.
yeah, you sent her a few leads, but actually one of them was a straight up buyer, like ready to go. But if he's talking to a lead, for example, and they say, "Yeah, we're looking for a home in the Sacramento area," and he's talking to him so she can find out what's the price range and everything, she will have the agent set up a listing alert for that lead. But I believe you told the agent don't follow up with them quite yet because you're still in cycle with them.
I'm trying to be the main contact person to continue to engage with that buyer because a lot of times the buyers, if I had a rapport with a buyer lead, they don't want to have somebody else to come in. Oh, let's go through the main process. So they just want to see listings until they get interested. They want to move to the next level. For people like that, I just like to be more involved, hand holding until they get to, oh, let's get you pre approved. Then we're like, because a lot of times, you know how buyers are, they get excited about looking at homes in that range first before they want to work with the realtor.
And so what he has done, to just spell it out for everybody, is that she'll tell the lead that she's working with on the pre-qual
Just
side,
send me the
"Hey,
listing alert.
my real estate partner, I have a Burmeister, is gonna send you some listings, and I'll let her know what kind of listings to send to you." But you will tell the agent, "Listen, don't put them into a follow-up. Don't start hounding them. Let me take care of it. I've already got it under control." And that way, when that person is ready to actually start looking at homes, They haven't been on Zillow. They haven't been on, maybe they have, but they've already got the relationship with Yi. They're getting listings from the agent. If they want to respond to the agent and develop that, phenomenal. That's great. He's already passed the lead to the agent. So if they connect on their own, that's great. But what Yi doesn't want, and talking with me is, to Yi's point, we don't want the agent barging in a sense, upsetting that relationship, because then that could come back on you. So for all the lenders that are listening, I would just take more control over that
Yeah.
lead. And if you've got your own MLS access, maybe you've got a real estate license as well, then you're good to go. All right. Then you're totally fine. But if your goal is to hand it off to one of your agent partners, I would keep that lead to myself at first. When they want to start looking at some homes via email, like listing alerts or whatever, and actually price reduced. I know there's another agent that was or another lead, excuse me, where it was, you were talking to them and it was like, yeah, do you want to get a list of price reduced homes for sale? So again, she goes to her realtor partner for that area. Hey, can you set up this lead? Here's their name, here's their email, here's the phone number, here's what they're looking for, set them up for price reduced. But again, don't start calling them, don't start putting them in your follow-up. I am following up with them. And when they are ready to connect with you, then I'll let you know. All right. Because yeah, most realtors are either A, they're not going to follow up, or B, they're going to follow up hard and hot and heavy and possibly upset the entire transaction because the
Very
lead.
salesy a lot of times.
Yeah, exactly. And until they can have the what is a good price range, get your credit score up if it needs to be, or get all the paperwork in order, then it's okay, great. You've already been getting some listing alerts from my agent partner. Now that you're ready to start looking at homes, we'll have a three-way call together so that we can introduce each other and make sure that you're taken care of. Right. And then
Yeah.
you're going to get a client for life.
I think what let me just to reiterate what Scott was saying. So there are two ways. One is you have some really awesome real estate agents who are just very good at marketing and they use the listings leads very well. They're totally take advantage of the system, right? From all the tools that you are giving them and they're doing great. So that relationship is growing strong, right? And they appreciate you giving them that marketing platform. Now, there are second kind of real estate agents who are just lazy, not doing anything. Instead of relying on them, what we are suggesting is just use their listings and run ads on your account. So you add yourself
Mm,
as an agent, okay, and run these ads in your account. Then you take control of these buyer leads. Once these leads get qualified or at least get to some conversation, hey, you can decide, okay, who do I want to give the leads to? Right? If that particular agent is, you give it to them. So you have
yeah.
more control of your lead flow. And I
Yeah.
think that, and anybody who's not using your system, you can get them off listing leads and ask somebody who actually will be using it. Am I saying?
Well, yeah. So Yee's got about 4 or 5 agent partners that she's already been working with, and only 2 are even in have an account within the system, and neither one of them have a login. So Yee is not even giving these agents access to her account. All she is doing is, so for these 2 agents, so for example, here is the listing that we were looking at just a minute ago. So this is the one that we're running ads for now. Carla, the other agent, she was running ads for her earlier. And then there's actually even other agents that are not even in here at all, where Yi will just add their listing. So notice how Yi is an agent. So we're looking at all the agents, and Yi added herself as an agent here. And if we look at this listing here, and I'll show you how to add yourself as an agent, but I haven't looked at this listing in a while. Let's see. Oh, yeah. All right. So that listing is being run out of your account, not the agent's. So let me show you how that works. Because again, I don't want to giving an agent a listings to leads account. That's fine, but I'm not going to count on the agent to sit there and actually drive this train. All right. I'm going to drive the train, and that way I can control what's going on a lot better. So If you haven't done this yet, go add agent and just add yourself. So you're already the lender, so you got your lender account, great. But add yourself as an agent. All right, just add yourself. Boom. And then on the next one, you won't have any listings. So you'll just click through and then you'll drop into the account just like another agent. And then, yeah, just run the, in fact, I don't even know what your account is. I only know your lender account. I don't know your agent account login. But when we add a listing, so for example, if I go to listings and I go to add listing, all right, grab, it'll say select agent. Even though Amanda or Carla may be the listing agent, we're not adding them under that. We're adding it under ye. All right. Zip code, MLS ID. If it's the agent's listing, it's not the agent because it's always ye doing the marketing. It will say listing courtesy of Amanda, listing courtesy of Carla, like whoever the listing agent is. So that'll be added to the marketing so that we're in compliance. But we're not doing, right? We're not running the ad under the agent's name. We're running it under ye so that ye can control that process a lot better. And again, the beautiful thing about that ad is if I go back to it, let's go back and I think we got so here's the ad for that listing. And again, when people click, what's your time frame to buy? And have you been pre-approved? And so Yee's got absolute perfect follow-up. So Yee, when she follows up with them, hey, you responded to the ad for the listing in Land Park in Sacramento. I saw that you're not pre-approved. Would you like more information about this property and to be able to and get pre-approved? Or if you are pre-approved, we talked about this earlier, are you pre-approved so that you're comfortable with the budget when you actually do buy a house so that you're not going to be house poor or financially strapped, right? So that we have a client for life.
Right. You just have more conversations. This form questions by field give you more, okay, how can I engage with them better versus just very blindly. Oh, yeah, I saw you clicked. Okay, how can I help you? You know what I'm saying? Right? So I hope people are getting the points.
Yeah.
And what I found interesting, here's the thing. Let me go back to that down payment assistance. What a lot of times people think in down payment assistance, like, okay, oh my gosh, I don't have 20%. And what I found out, people can come up with 3.5%. I was like, fantastic. You know, when you have 3.5%, you can get them into FHA, right? So anytime you can give them an FHA loan, it's just the best loan you can give them. So the conversations is like down payment is just get them into the sales funnel and they will fit into different categories. Because a lot of people don't like, I don't have 20%. There's no way. Okay, but you don't need 20%. It's amazing to me how many
Yeah.
buyers have
Sorry. I don't know.
no idea. You don't need 20% or you don't need like perfect credit. So these are the like that's why I love down payment assistance because just the conversations is endless.
Yeah.
But adding the questions for specific listing is awesome because now it's easier to start a conversation. Because originally say, hey, I saw you click the listing and it's but you haven't been pre-approved. Are you interested in pre-approving? So that conversation will take you a little further for more engagement for sure. Oh my gosh, what happened? Sorry.
No, it just keeps resetting every like 30 seconds. I don't know why.
Yeah.
So here, and so Iva, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. So back to those questions, right? Because again, when the lead clicks the ad, whether it's down payment assistance, whether it's for a listing, it's really those questions that help us fine tune or
And
carry on
engagement.
that
Yeah.
that follow up, right? So let me show you just one more time. So I showed you for the down payment assistance, but let me show you for a listing. It's very almost the same thing. So it's going to autofill location, the budget. I'm going to say 50, and then I'm going to click advanced options right here. Don't be scared. It's easy. And then just the green create new form. And then you'll see questions. So I'm going to open that up. And from here, write name, email, and phone number. What's your time frame to buy? So do you like that one or would you rather, what's your thought on that one?
Sorry, I was writing a group
Yeah,
chat.
no,
Yeah.
we're gonna capture name, email, and phone number by default,
Yeah.
but for the other 2 questions, and I think I might try out doing 3 questions and see how that works on the
Sure.
next ad. But we
Hmm.
got, what is your time frame to buy? I could
Hmm.
turn that off, and I could say, are you working with a lender? And right, see if you qualify for 0. So that's great for a listing.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. And say,
Let's try it.
yeah, or I could say, have you been pre-approved? What's a better question? Are you working with a lender or have you been pre-approved? What do you think?
It's like the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's very similar.
So I have no idea. We can just try A/B testing and see which one works better. I don't think.
Yeah. And so now when I select those 2 questions, you can see here, when people click the ad, it's going to say, have you been pre-approved? They're going to click yes or no, and then see if you qualify for 0 down or down payment assistance. Excuse me. Again, that's going to be essentially yes or no. I think it's yes, let me know, or no, it's not needed. I think is what it is. All right. Yeah. And then it says, yeah.
That's I was so funny. She's hiring out of Fiverr to create landing pages. We have plenty landing pages, girl.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny.
Oh, in San Antonio. Oh my God. We got the funniest story about San Antonio. That woman, remember on the river walk? And she got going, San Antonio. The way she said San Antonio was so cute.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Anyways. All right. There's all the text, all completely editable, and just boom, create ad. That easy. And this text in here is actually editable as well. And for anybody here that's got Grok, so this home, I just don't like, it's just kind of a small cottage, right? And so I didn't really like the template right here. And so if you see this, this is just, I uploaded this to Grok. So if any of you have Grok, or maybe you got a different, I don't know if Chat GPT can do this, but I literally uploaded the image of the home. I cropped the image a little bit and then I uploaded it to Grok. And I said, because there's a little video editor, right? Like a little video creator. If you
Mhm.
got Grok, Grok, again, I don't know if Chat GPT does this, they may, but I just said, walk slowly towards the front of the home, walk slowly to the door. And then it, from the still, excuse me, from the still image, it created this video. And
Oh,
then I didn't want a video, but I just wanted a little bit of movement.
movement. Yeah, because Grok can literally take an old photo and make it move, remember? Yeah.
Yeah, like I didn't want to do some crazy. Oh, speaking of Carla, there's Carla. I didn't need it to do some crazy video, but here we can see it a little bit bigger. So as people are scrolling down, they just see a little bit of movement there, which I think is
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. Mhm.
And again, the images inside of it were all very kind of monochromatic, where they all bled together and they just looked all the same, which is why in this one, I didn't use the standard template like I normally do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And plus, that's cute the way the trees are moving. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah.
So we talked about really as a lender, taking control of your own destiny, essentially. Okay, build your own pipeline. That's
Yeah.
one. And then two, let's talk about how we can help our real estate agent get more listings. So you want to talk about the expired booklets?
Yeah. So, any of you that are, especially if you're a client, but excuse me, let me show you this right here. So, we are, oh my God, we're actually a little bit backed up already. So if you are a listings to leads client, hopefully you know that agent, and this is where I would tell you, this is where I would really do a lunch and learn or a one-on-one with my agents that I'm working with. Because in listings to leads, if I click on listings, in fact, let's actually just, let me show you here. Listing presentation, flip book. All right. That's going to take a minute. All right. Let me get out of your account. I'm going to log into my account. So give me a second. So we've got the ability to create listing presentations, and it's just like this one, but I'm going to show you. So I'm going to log into my account because I've got them all in there. All right, got to log out of yours. So apologize. Just give me a few seconds here, and I'm going to bring it easier than ever. They're not having to defend their commission when the seller says, "How are you going to mark up my home?" To hands down, unlike anything else. Every single week, an agent is telling us how they're winning listings easier than ever. So you can see here, and we do a lot of training on this. So see that where it says listing presentation? So I got a listing presentation coming up, and I added the property to my listings to leads account. And now check this out. I've got a flip book and a downloadable PDF that I can actually bind. Maybe my office has a binder, or I can buy one for $50 off of Amazon. And yeah, my God, this connection just keeps resetting.
Yeah, now you froze.
But let's give it a second here. This will come up, and that's coming up. Let me show you this. One of our clients the other week, I was talking to her. She door knocked an expired listing with one of these listing presentations. She got the listing signed right at the door, like literally at the door. She got that listing presentation signed right there. And so when an agent goes into a listing presentation, they can create these, and every image in here is of the home. The homeowner's name is on the cover. They've got the address, and every single image, check this out, is of the homeowner's home. And when the agent is going through this in the listing presentation, again, defending their commission becomes a lot easier. It doesn't even come up hardly. That helps get the listing agreement signed a lot faster. And check this out. I'll just super quick little role play with you all. All the talking points are right here in the presentation. Notice that domain, sellers absolutely love that. That's their street address, .thebestlisting.com. They absolutely love it. But right here, when the homeowner scans that QR code and their home comes up on their phone, it's just lights out. It is game over. So if I'm a lender, this is the one application I would use with my agents to get them excited about the program. I'm still not going to rely on them to run the ads. Everything we talked about before, we're still going to do as the lender. But this right here is going to get them absolutely excited, because now they've got something that they can create in about 5 minutes that they can take into a listing presentation. And then you'll notice here, download. So I can download the entire thing if I want to. And I always recommend this to agents. Down to bind it. Check this out. So that's the PDF version. So print this up, staple it, bind it, put it in a folder, put it in a presentation folder. And that way you got a nice leave behind. If I'm a homeowner and I've got this right here, and every picture on here is of my home, I'm not going to throw that away. In fact, I might just save that for the next 10 years, right? This is the kind of thing that does not get thrown away. And when I'm in a listing presentation and I present via the flip book on my tablet or my laptop, and I leave the print version behind, your agents are going to win those listing presentations more than ever. All right. Now, we've got these for listing presentations, but we've also got them for expireds, canceleds, and FSBOs. And as I just mentioned earlier, I gave you all this link right here. If you've got an agent that would like to order one of these that is in your lender account, we will actually do the setup for $10 versus $60 that we charge agents. All right. So if you're an agent and you come through here, order setup right now, it's $60. And what we do for the setup is we add an expired listing to their account. We'll use a home, and you'll notice here, there are different homes that we use on the cover because we want it to be appropriate for that area, right? So this is appropriate for his area. This one is appropriate for his area. And so every agent will have one of a different image on the cover. We will send them a hard copy. So they'll get a hard copy in the mail. And if everything looks good, they can then start ordering bulk. So 10 at a time, 20 at a time, 30 at a time, $8 each. So for $8, I can order expired, FSBO, I can do canceled. And then when it's an expired comes up in my market, just like the woman did that got a listing agreement signed at the door, I can go door knock, I can mail this, put a cover letter with it, and start engaging these homeowners unlike anything anybody else is doing. So while every other agent is just cold calling, sending a postcard, sending a door, whatever they're doing, they're not doing a 24 to 26 page magazine that looks absolutely amazing. 100-point home marketing plan with everything in here. Your agents, not only are they going to win their listing presentations more often, but they're going to start winning and converting expireds, canceled, and FSBOs a lot more as well. So if any of you lenders here want to take advantage of that, get a hold of Yi or myself. We're in the mastermind group, or you can email us, Scott at Listings to Leads, Yi at Listings to Leads. Get a hold of us and let us know if any of your agents would like this. We're doing it for the reduced price. We're doing that setup at a reduced price for one of your agents. So pick wisely. So find out which agent is going after these kind of homeowners and let us know, and let's get them rocking. Because we're actually going to do, check this out, I put this in the mastermind group. I just put this in as we were coming on the call. We're going to set up next week an expired listing 30-day challenge. And then we're going to do a FSBO one. Oh shit, I've already got a lot of comments on that one. All right, so you can see here, agents are already getting excited about the FSBO. Let's see if they're getting excited about the expired. I think people would be more excited about the expired. Let's see. So FSBO. All right. Oh, Nicholas, awesome. And no one's excited about the expired. Oh, that's shocking. Huh, whatever. Who cares? We got what it doesn't matter. FSBOs are awesome. In fact, I just did a webinar for agents on the FSBO. So anyways. All right, everybody, listen, I'm good to go. Yi, anything else that you want to share?
No, we're good. Anybody have any questions with their Facebook setup? Because I know there are lenders out there who can run ads for whatever reason out of their Facebook account. Just reach out to me and I'll have somebody take a look at it. Okay. Because we want to make sure you guys are running, rocking, and no technical issues. And
Yeah.
if you can, hopefully it's easy for us to figure out. If not, then you may have to reach out to Facebook directly. But sometimes let's hope it's just an easy fix.
Yeah, get into the mastermind group, because what I see a lot of agents or a lot of lenders doing, and agents do this all the time too, is they'll either sign up or they will get into the account and they'll just kind of randomly start doing things and get with Yi. Perfect. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, let's be strategic. And I think if you just do what you saw Yi doing, down payment assistance, easy. And then running an ad for your agent partner can be phenomenal as well, especially if they got an open house, right? They got an open house coming up. It'd be phenomenal to run an ad, let them know you're going to be pushing people to them. Because if you got that question, what's your time frame to buy? Are you pre-approved? Or you could change it to, are you working with a lender? And if the home is appropriate, would you like zero down and down payment assistance options?
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Right. I was talking to somebody. We actually fixed his ads before he was running on his own. He got no leads. We fixed it. He immediately got leads like within an hour. Dan, remember that guy?
Yeah,
I'm gonna reach out to him today and see how he's doing. And he was running ads for one of his really good agents who really want to move that listing. So
yeah,
he's active looking for a buyer for that listing. And I'm going all in. He's spending 350 for a lifetime budget. So
yeah,
we'll find out how he's doing. I'll let you guys know.
yeah. Awesome, awesome. All right, everybody, listen, have a wonderful day. If you need anything, connect with us either via the mastermind group or via email. Our support team is available as well. And we'll talk to you soon. All right.
All right,
Thanks,
thank you
everybody.
guys.